We have to keep our eyes and ears open to see what is happening around us, right? Sometimes, a lot of international trends comes into Indian market, right? Sometimes Indian trends, but which are happening at a smaller market or a smaller scale, or something which is, quickly catching up the trend, right? Becoming trending. I think is something we have to, keep our eyes and our ears open. So, to give an example, right, all the Korean flavors, spicy flavors have been doing great very recently trend, right? So we need to live up to those things, right? How do we launch it? Do we do copy paste? Do we, make our own language of how to do that thing? Is something which a brand follows, right? So, but uh, we are not a brand who will launch a K-pop immediately, right? Kind of a product. We will call it Devil and something, but have a similar flavor, spicy range, right? Kind of a thing. Now it's working for us in popcorn, so we might try it on our other products also, like chips, crunchy corn, makhana. So that's what we are doing. So I think, and there are a lot of international trends, right? Pistachio flavor, filled chocolates are doing very good in Dubai. Can we do something similar in India, right? So a lot of these trends are around us. It's just how soon we can quickly adapt. I think as a founder, as the company is growing, right? One of the things we need to do internally is how agile we are to all these things, right? How quickly we notice these things and how quickly we launch such things, right? So I think that's where we are getting better and better as we are growing up. So one is definitely product differentiation, right? So we don't want to launch a potato chips like Lay's tomorrow. We wanted to have a product differentiation, right? So that is one. I think second is our packaging, right? So on the shelf, especially when somebody looks at this product, it needs to be very international, cleaner than a messier look, right? And this is what Gen Z is also kind of liking these days. So I think packaging also talks about a lot about the brand, to first a customer to pick for the first point, right? First time. And I think third is marketing again, right? So because we got a good product, different product, we got a great packaging, but how do we market that product category is also very important, right? So if you look at our ads, we're done with popcorn, chips, the association we're done with Netflix, right? This is all kind of creating customer acquisition in a smarter way, right? So I think, doing a lot of collabs as part of our strategy, be present in airlines, railways, all these touch points are very important as part of our strategy to build the brand and product. One of the key points we always thought is, whenever we launch a new product, can we put it into airlines or railways, right? Because again, a lot of customers see the product, the trend becomes bigger. People, understand the product because they have time on those platforms. So that is always a core part of our strategy. So I think I would say product, packaging, and marketing. All these collabs are basically two ways to look at it, right? One is, are we bringing something new to the table through this collab, right? First of all, I think second is there a good organic customer acquisition which is happening through this collabs, right? So can we tie up with a Carlsberg and say, okay, popcorn and cocktails or beverages goes hand in hand, and we have a use case to tell to a customer, and somebody sees Carlsberg and then see 47BC, right? There's a new customer acquisition happening for 47BC through Carlsberg, right? And I think again, from an innovation perspective, there could be a lot of product innovation. So can a caramel popcorn be part of a ice cream or a chocolate, right? And they are, the same product is now talking to a customer through a different media, right? Which is chocolate, ice cream, which is not regular snacking. So that's how your category becomes big, right? if you look at chips, nachos, there are so many use cases for people to have that product, and they're integrated everywhere, right? If you go to a restaurant, you get nachos chart, you get all these kind of products, right? So it's very, very integrated, right? So I think so this collab also gives a lot of future product ideas, lot of organic customer acquisition for us, and use cases for us to tell consumer when can you have the product, right? So I think we'll continue to do such things. So, I mean, obviously, movies and popcorn goes hand in hand, right? And movies and snacks goes hand in hand, right? As simple as that. So, and we are now positioning ourselves as a premium snacking brand, right? We've already have an association with PVR, who's our investor, but a lot of trend of people watching movies online on OTT platform is a recent trend, you would say, in last 3-4 years that has become crazy, right? People watching movies on OTT, right? So our idea was, how do we capture that customer base, right? And that's again a huge customer base, right? So idea was to we were always after all these OTT platforms to do some kind of smart collab with us. I think Netflix has reached that stage where they were started doing a lot of such collabs with brands. But if you look at from Netflix perspective, this was like a perfect association, right? Popcorn and Netflix makes perfect sense, right? So I think for us, it obviously brought lot of new customer acquisition who didn't know about the brand but were on Netflix social media. Their channel was much bigger than our channel, right? So I think a lot of acquisition for the brand happened through that platform. A lot of people came to know about us. It's definitely reflecting in the sales. And at the same time, we were able to launch a new product which we always wanted to do through this collab, right? So this whole customers asking कि यार cheese and caramel mix करके दे दो when they go to a cinema, or people saying sweet and salty भी खाना है, मसालेदार मतलब थोड़ा सा चटपटा type चाहिए, right? So I think we solved that use case also, because we always wanted to launch that product. Had Netflix association would not have happened, we still would have launched this product, right? But I think that we found a way to launch this product, and I think it's again a great customer acquisition, and also doing it with Netflix, it increases the brand equity also to the next level, right? So that's also has helped us a lot. There is no two ways about it, right? I mean, pre-COVID, or I would say pre-2022, all we kept thinking as a brand is how to enter into retail and how to become big in retail, and retail was such a challenging piece to grow as a vertical, right? And now and ultimately it's all distribution, right? How do I reach to you, whether through a kirana shop or through a digital platform, doesn't matter, right? Ultimately I have to reach to you, which is a customer, right? So today that problem is solved by a digital platform, much faster way, and much premium customer, which is our customer right now, right? So it is solving that problem. So tomorrow, whether quick commerce stays or not or something, customer is hooked to the brand and the product, right? So wherever we are available, the customer will go and buy that product now, right? So tomorrow, if suddenly quick commerce shut down, the demand will go back to the kirana shops, and customers like you will ask, sir, can we get 4700 BC popcorn, right? And then the shopkeeper will also start keeping the brand there, right? So I think ultimately it is helping us reach the consumer faster. It's a very impulsive buying, and snacking is also very impulsive category, so it's definitely complementary. We've been growing, I think, for last 7-8 years. We've been growing almost 50% year on year, right? I mean, there will be an exception of couple of years in between due to COVID, right? So one year was completely stagnant, and the following year was almost 100% growth. But we've been almost 50% increase in our revenue year on year, right? That's how we've been growing. So that's very, I would say, a very consistent and organic way to grow for us. And lot of this growth which we are able to do still double, like 1.5x every year, is probably because of this digital distribution, right? Earlier the scale was small, but we were trying different things. But now at a higher scale also we are able to deliver 50% growth is largely because distribution is becoming easy for us, right? So almost 50% growth year on year is what we're delivering to our investors. We have raised roughly an $8 million right now, overall, if you look at it, and largely we have a single investor right now, PVR, who has been funding us. We might go into the market next year to raise further funds, but for now we have enough capital to run our business for next 12-18 months. So I think we're currently completely focused on building this and launching new products, and sometime later we'll do a fundraise again. I think there's a lot to do in terms of retail distribution. I think that's where we need to succeed. I think there's a lot to do in be the leader when it comes to people looking at us launching newer and innovative products. I think we have to build that image now. I think people still know a lot about us because of popcorn, but I think we have to build like a company which does a lot of new age snacking, newer products, innovation. So I think we have to build that image, and I think building a sustainable, profitable company which sustains of itself, right? Then being a startup and continuously pushing from us. I think it's what I want to build, right? So I think. I think we are on the right path. It's just that we need to continuously innovate for next 2-3 years, build it continuously in distribution, and I think product launches is what we need to do.